Welcome to my channel. Good morning, good morning. It is a bright, beautiful morning. As you can see out of my kitchen window, it is gorgeous. Not super hot, not super cold. It's not stormy weather at all. This is usually where I say this winter season because the last couple years in Southern California we had really a dry drought kind of a weather. No rain, very little. And if we did, it was like once or twice during the fall season. Then winter came and you had a dry winter. Well, this year in the winter it was really, really cold. And on top of that, we've been having a lot of storm rainy weather. So it rains super hard for the day, then it'll start the next day, really, really bad storm weather. It's to the point with some of our streets in our valley areas where we live in suburbs. This is, by the way, how the valley area separates from LA. We're surrounded by a mountain, so imagine like a little volcano cradle that you guys ever see in Hawaii. This is kind of like how our area is. So where I'm up is all suburbs, and everything's on a plaza. Similar to what you guys have in some of your like Colorado or Tennessee states where you live in these like suburban kind of big open communities. This is where we live. So this is just such a beautiful, gorgeous day to enjoy. Because they say this Thursday and Friday we're supposed to have a really, really bad storm. And we're out of town this weekend, so it's going to be kind of a crazy, crazy weekend. Because I'm going to be driving, so hopefully things will work out. Behind me, I have my electric tea kettle that I've brewed some hot water. This is my electric tea kettle. It's called Chef's Choice International. I've gotten it before. I ordered it years ago. We moved in a brand new one. This is still lasting and ongoing. There is a pricier one called Bravo. My parents and my in-laws have one. I, being at the time just moving in and getting settled with our careers and house, this is what we were able to get at the time. I am planning to one day replace it and get the Bravo. I like the Bravo better. And you can do more cups. So instead of like one or two, you could do like 5, 6, 7, or 8 of them. And I have my favorite Takani tea in my Mickey coffee mug. As you can tell, I'm a Disney girl at heart. I love all my classical Mickey, Minnie, Winnie the Pooh, Pluto, Donald Duck, original Chip and Dale characters, and all other kind of Disney characters. My favorite princesses is Belle. I actually have an autograph by Peggy O'Hara, who does the voice and character of Belle. Yay! My husband got it for me 1 year of my birthday. This one is so good. It is a mixed fruity kind of flavor. You can get this at any international Russian or Armenian markets. Now, depending on where you live, you might not have international markets, so you can see if places like Amazon or eBay sells them, or maybe Overstock, I'm not quite sure, but I know Amazon and whatnot. Sometimes you can always find international food orders online and whatnot. So I am going to get my day started by enjoying some tea, which gets me through my mornings, and then I'm having my traditional Russian style breakfast. There is nothing like having cheese and farmer's cheese Seniki for breakfast. Let's dig in. It's definitely good. It's got that smoky little flavor in it. It's not smoked, but I guess it is smoked. It's a type of cheese that they process that is smoky flavor. Absolutely amazing. The best. On days like these, when you need a little pick-me-up Russian breakfast, this is amazing. It's hard to really describe the flavor to you because it definitely tastes and smells like a farmer's cheese. I don't know if you've ever had it. It's processed out of milk. It's a pasteurized style European cheese that a lot of Europeans and Russians, people from Ukraine, from Latvia, and all other parts of European style countries, they use this to make their dishes out of it. So we make like baked farmer's cheese, which is called the picanca. My grandma makes it. I don't, because it's a little bit of a time-consuming thing to make. But I made this at my home. I make the smaller ones, so they're usually about this big, and they're easier to make. These are more store-stop bought, so if you want to try them and you have a Russian delicacy or international market that carries these, you can actually try them. I feel so refreshed. I got to sleep in this morning, enjoy some delicious breakfast without having to feel like I'm on the go and rush to get somewhere. Usually my typical day starts out at 4:55. I get up, I check the system. This morning my husband checked it for me since he has my login info. I grabbed a job for the day for 4 hours. I kissed him goodbye, said I love you, have a great day at work, happy Valentine's Day. And then he went to get ready, shower and get dressed and pack up all of his things for work. And then I actually went back to sleep. I woke up about 8:30ish, and then around 9 o'clock I was able to fully get dressed and then head on out to my kitchen, where I had some delicious Russian style breakfast this morning, my little sneaky farmer's cheese with the jam. I also enjoyed some tea. I love tea. As someone who is from a Russian family, I was born in Russia. I came in when I was 5.5. I absolutely grew up with my family having tea and coffee with snacks, desserts. You go to someone's house, you have tea. You have company over, you have tea. Lunch, dinner, or breakfast. Any time of the day, there's tea involved in something. I go to my grandma's house, and after lunch, it's like, you want some tea? Most people drink tea with sugar. I don't, and there's an actual reason for that, which I'll get into in this video's vlog. So today, I thought I'd share with you some medical conditions that I have been diagnosed with since birth that I have to manage on a daily basis, and it does influence my vlogging. This is why I don't vlog every single day, aside from being busy with work and a daily household, husband and wife schedule. So today I'm not only going to be sharing what my morning routine is like when I manage all of these health conditions, I'm also, towards the end of my video, going to give a shout out to a few vlogger YouTubers that I watch when I have to do my home treatment. We will start with the less obvious. As you can see, my hair is down and it's covering my ears, and there's a reason for that. So I wear hearing aids. This is what it's called. I have a bilateral conductive hearing loss. That means that in the conductive area it doesn't work. Mine is a 50 to 65% loss range. I was diagnosed at 5.5 because in Russia they couldn't really diagnose it at any earlier age. There wasn't really any medical tests, nothing. You were either considered deaf, stupid, disabled, whatever. You name it, they label you whatever. Thankfully to my mom, I went through all these speech therapy, physical therapy, both in Russia, and then I had to continue. I had to start here in America too, and continue it throughout my whole schooling years, because that's required when you have hearing loss. These little babies are really expensive. This is the most expensive line I've ever gotten. They range between $6,000 to $10,000. This is the second line, so it's not the highest. These are by Audibel's. I used to wear Siemens by a German company. Now the American company Audibel took over, so they've been making all of the hearing aids now. So this is really small. You have a little battery compartment there. I don't know if you guys can see. And they have a little coating. So one color is for the left side, the other coating I have is for the right side. And I usually can tell because as someone who's been wearing it for well over 28 years, I have gotten used to these. I don't really feel anything in my ear. My earlier years, I wore the ones that were behind the ear, or the ones, and then I got into a middle and high school, the ones that do go in the ear, but they're not really so invisible. They're really, really small. So this is what they look like, and then this is what they give you. So they give you batteries, and then these are my little filter sticks, and then also this is a cloth to clean them, and then we have these. We tried fixing my hearing loss when I was 11, but doctors discovered there's a nerve, so my face would be paralyzed, so we decided not to go with it, and then this is how I put them on. You hear like a little click, that I press on it to give it a little extra volume. Whenever I leave a voicemail or I'm doing a video, this is one of the reasons why I use my phone to be able to video vlog, because it picks up the best natural voice that I have without sounding like I have something, weird with my speech. I speak normal. I speak both Russian and English. I learned Spanish growing up in high school and college, so I do know enough to get by with my families, that I encounter, because the school district I work for, we have a large population of Spanish people, being that it's Southern California where a lot of Hispanics and people from Spain, you immigrate on over here, or you come here with your kids for a better life. So this is something that, we usually need to know. At least I get by with enough basic Spanish. I actually forgot a lot of it, for those of you who don't know, because I didn't really practice it with any of the people that I do know who speak Spanish. But I'm picking it up a little more now. So this is one thing that I manage every single day. I get up, I clean my ears to make sure there's no moisture in them. I clean out the hearing aids. I do get ear infections once a year. This is something common. I've been lucky that I dodged a bullet last year, and knock on wood, this year I've been dodging the bullet as well, because usually this is around the time that I get into spring season and then I catch something, and then there goes the earache and all that kind of stuff. Twice a week we have to change batteries, so I was set it to Sunday and Wednesday. This is something that I do. Now, depending on the insurance you have is how you'll find out whether your hearing aids cover. My school district that my husband and I work for, through him, because he's more the permanent one while I'm a sub, so we get insurance, for life. The health insurance that we picked covers my hearing aids, and these are the ones that this is the same insurance I had before that covered my hearing loss. So that's why I was able to only pay $1,000 something. The rest I got a discount through the office I go to. Here's some little side notes for you guys to know about my hearing loss. Whenever I go swimming, I cannot go underwater because you don't want to break anything inside your ears, and then if something, pops or whatever, you have to go and take care of that, and that's not really fun. I also cannot go upside down. I get air sickness in the plane because of these beautiful little hearing aids that I wear that, normally have air circulating that goes in and out of your ear. Mine doesn't, so this is why sometimes during the day I take them out to air out my ears. At night I go to bed and I take them off. These are all computerized, so whenever I go to my hearing aid office, she can read through the computer like Wi-Fi kind of thing, which is so cool because my other hearing aid parents have never ever been able to do that. So she'll just read them through like the computer, and then she'll type it like, oh yeah, I know this amount of many hours, use it for this, for that. So it's just really, really cool. What happens when I travel? When I travel, I have this, sorry, my nose. I have this little Audible box that came free with my hearing aid that I pack. I also pack a little pouch that's put away in my travel bag, so I don't, have to, when you don't want to leave something and, you need it handy or whatever. So since we're going on a trip this weekend, I had it all handy in my little traveling Tumi bag. So I pack all of this. I pack up my little thing that I use with me whenever I go swimming. I put them in there. Whenever I am showering, I need a pouch so nothing gets wet. I don't use this pouch at home because I have many bedrooms. In my home I have 3. So in either one of them, I could just take out my hearing aid, put it down on a little tissue paper, and go take a shower, whatever. But when you're staying in a hotel room, you only have so limited space. And when I need them right there to put them on after showering. By the way, you cannot wear them when you're showering or out on the beach or the pool. So I usually have to let somebody else know that my hearing aids are out and you'll have to do relip or whatever. When I watch TV or anything, I usually do closed captioning. A lot of YouTubers don't do video captioning, but they're clear and they speak slowly. Who I'm going to be giving out a shout out later, so tune in for that. So this is something that I do with my hearing aids. The second condition that I have is I inherited from my family. Luckily, my brother is the only member aside from my dad that do not have allergies whatsoever. So I have allergies. I have environmental allergies. So everything in my house, from bedding to sheets, have to be hyperallergenic. The pillows are not, so we cover them with a special pillowcase that's hyperallergenic. And then on top of it, we put regular, pillowcase sheets. We do the same thing. We have a comforter, a queen bed comforter sheet. We cover it with a cover, and then on top of it we have a duvet cover. This is how, by the way, a lot of Europeans sleep. So this is how I grew up sleeping. My husband grew up with a sheet and a duvet cover on top. We don't really do that, especially because I have allergies. Can't really avoid it. I'm highly allergic to latex, so I cannot touch any wall with latex paint. Any latex I cannot touch. Anything that's rubbery, has latex, I have to wear gloves in order to handle. So at school when I work, I handle kids with gloves anyways because you're required to the health code. But whenever I do Band-Aid stuff, I on top of that put, gloves and make sure that I'm all protected. I am sensitive to the cold. This is why my hands get all dry and rough, so I have to lotionize them a lot. And then with my allergies, I luckily don't have to take pills. The allergy shots didn't work. So I'm not allergic to food anymore. I take Claritin now. Claritin are little pills that are safe to take for those of us that are trying for a baby. Because my husband and I are trying for a baby, all of my medications had to be switched out to a safer category, A or B they say, not category C. Because I had such high, strong medicines. This is one of the reasons why I don't really vlog every day, because normally I'll keep my allergy and asthma at bay for weeks, and then it flares up maybe once or twice a month. But because of the switch of medications, I had no choice. So this is why I'm extra careful and I manage it a lot more. So when I wake up, I have to take I have allergic asthma, by the way, as well. So that's my third condition that I have to manage on a daily basis. So when I get up, I right away take my inhaler, which is, oh, here it is. So I take this one. This one is my Pulmocord Flexhaler. So I puff it up 2 times in the morning, 2 times in the evening. Now, I'll show you something that's to my left. Over, when I'm facing the camera, it's to my left. I'll show you guys what that is in a sec. But I used to have food allergies. I don't have them anymore. I cannot eat anything spicy, paprika, turmeric, spice. So any Indian food is out of the question because they all use that in their spices. Some Thai food I do have to be careful because if I see curry or a type of spice that I cannot eat. Other than black pepper, pretty much any other pepper I have to stay away from because they'll get really high and itchy and all that stuff. I do have allergies to medicine, so I do have to be careful what medications I take. Because if I get allergic to a medicine and my lips swell up, everything puffs up, then I don't feel good. And then I just have to. There's different ranges of allergies. There's mild, mild to moderate, moderate to severe, and severe. Severe is when you have an anaphylactic shock, which your body is in shock. And then you have to take the EpiPen. I luckily don't, but I have had to take Decadron injections at a urgent care center that I went to near my house, which is through my insurance that's covered. Wonderful care. I got a Vasey. I love it. It's through Providence. My Blue Cross Anthem Select, HMO Select is what I have through my school district. Amazing doctors. Love it. So when I went there, I told them I had a big asthma attack, that I couldn't really take care of it at home. They had to give me Decadron because my lungs were just My lungs are small, by the way, and that is because when I was born full term and 5 pounds small birth weight. And because I had surgery, they think because Because of the surgery, I had a 10-month-old and rushed her to close a hole in the heart that never closed. They think that cascaded all of these other little side conditions that I have. So I am classified in the heart condition, though I'm perfectly healthy. I do a lot of rigorous activities, doesn't really bother me, but my lungs are a little bit on the small side, so I do a little bit have heavier breathing at times. I cough a lot, aside from having allergic asthma. I am sensitive to pets a little bit, so if I'm around a dog for so long, and it's not a hyperallergenic dog like a poodle, or a golden doodle, or a water Portuguese dog, then I will start to get all red, itchy, and sniffly. I still have cat allergies, so I can be around a cat for a week. More than that, it's going to be a bit of a problem. I'll get all watery, itchy, and all that kind of stuff. And my allergies got so bad that to the point where I got diagnosed with my college years allergic asthma. So I have an inhaler that I carry me in my purse on a daily basis. So if I need it aside from my medicine, this is what I do. Now, one of the things I saved myself from going to an urgent care is by purchasing a home type inhaler that was prescribed by my doctor called a nebulizer. This baby right here, which is kind of heavy, I could just work out with it, That's my workout for the morning. So I have this baby. This one is by Devil Bliss, something like that. I got this free because my mom's work, we had one of our friends that got this for her mom. They didn't need it. My doctor said I can use any machine. It comes with your, all these compartments, like I mentioned, the little tubey part that you breathe and everything. I have this sterilized, which I wash it in hot water, let it all dry up, and it's in my brand new little plasticky container bag that I interchange it every so often. You have to, because you don't want to get any molds or bacteria or anything like that. These are the two different medications. I can't show you the box because it has my private info and you don't want to know my private info, but these are two different medications that I get. They're generic, they're the same as name brands, and I just mix them like this. Then I turn on my machine, plug it in, and this is how I do my treatment. Now, usually when I do a treatment, I need something to get me going because I hate it. I quite to be honest, 100%, I don't like doing it. I sometimes will avoid it, and I have to do it once or twice a week. Because of the fact that I switched to the safer type meds, they're a little bit lesser dose. So this is what compensates it. So once or twice a week I do this. Before I travel on any trip, this is a must. I have to do it because you can't really schlep this with you. Even though this is portable and travelable, schlepping is a bit of a, hassle. Then they're going to question you and you can't have meds that are liquid. So what do you do? That kind of thing. So I usually just do an extra couple of treatments that week. So if I'm doing already 2, I might do an extra 2. And then I have one of these. What you do is you put in your little portable whatever, and it helps you to breathe properly. Because sometimes I have difficulty using the inhaler the right way. So my doctor, again, you have to get this by prescription, got it prescribed. So this is just something that I do. Also, I have been diagnosed with, at age 13, with a scoliosis. So I have a curved spine. It's kind of a weird little whatever shape. It's mild to moderate, so there's no cure. Surgery is not going to fix it. You don't really want it. Otherwise, you'll feel a metal on the back of your back. My friend had to have actually surgery for scoliosis. She feels her rod every now and then. The coldness of stuff and whatnot. So it's really hard. You don't really want to go through that, and believe me. So what I do is, in the morning and evening, when I wake up and before I go to bed, I do little bed exercises that my chiropractor prescribed. And then luckily my insurance covers it, which is amazing. I go through chiropractic service. So I have a session once a week, so it's 6 sessions at a time that they have to reapprove. Up to 60 visits per year you're allowed. I started out twice a week, and now it's once a week. And then the chiropractor will do all my adjustments, he'll do everything. I used to have a foot doctor who diagnosed me with flat feet called fallen arches. I have to wear orthopedic place that I went to with the foot doctor, not covered by my insurance. Instead of looking for another one, my chiropractic who said he has the same issue, said, I carry a good line of orthopedic insoles for you to try. Bought it, tried it out, love it, my feet don't hurt as much. I do get a lot of feet pain, so stairs are really hard for me. I prefer elevators, but my husband's claustrophobic. He doesn't like elevators, he feels all tight, spacey. So for that reason, he usually will, if I have a hard time walking, I'll walk it off. Or he'll help me to walk and things like that. It's not fun. I don't like it. And what usually gets me through my day is either I listen to music like Michael Jackson or some old 60s or 70s song like Frank Sinatra, Celine Dion, all that kind of people. And then also, as a YouTube vlogger, we get most of our inspirations, as you know, from other experienced YouTube vloggers. So this is where later today I'm going to give you a shout out. Dealing with all of my health medical conditions on a daily basis, it's never easy. Opening up about it has not been easy, but I decided to do it because thanks to a couple of you YouTubers who have been a great inspiration to me in starting my video vlogging channel and to being able to open up for the first time about all of the conditions I deal with. You normally see when I vlog, it's because it's a good day, I have makeup covered on, I feel great, there's no coughing, there's no nothing going on, but there are a lot of in-between days when this kind of stuff doesn't happen, I can't vlog, I'm not feeling great, everything's all, mixed up. On top of it, recently, about 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with a Hashimoto thyroid, which is where the thinning of your hair, waking, and everything else happened. It doesn't run in the family. My grandma has it, but she has to take medicine. I luckily right now don't have to take it. So it's just a wait and error kind of trial to see if we just through blood work, just manage it and make sure it stays, at put, because once you have to take medication on top of everything else, that isn't good, and especially when couples like myself, we're trying for a baby, and with all of this stuff going on, you don't know. Doctors have said that I should be able to have kids and get pregnant without a problem, but it has been difficult, and then I do know that once I get pregnant, we'll find out the extent of how my allergies, asthma, and everything else how my body will react to this. I started to tear up a little bit when I was recording the video, and I had to re-record it because my phone just went off and on, so I do apologize for that. But this would be about 5 years ago? Yeah, 5 years ago, before our wedding. My husband and I were given a test of time as a couple. He had to watch me in the hospital room lay there and get my deviated septum and everything around enlarged corrected. I had such a hard breathing issues. My lungs would just not breathe well. Also, my allergies were so bad I had to take everything, and everything just never helped. So they tried Xolair treatment, which is an injection given once a month under the arm muscle, which is what helped me to get rid of all my food allergies to somewhat, other than black pepper. Every other pepper I can't eat. All other foods are, fine. I don't eat a lot of sugary stuff I'm not supposed to, and there's a lot of carbs in there, so I avoid it. Maybe chocolate or something, decadent that I'll once in a while enjoy. I like Asian treats because they're really, really light. Usually, I will try to, and I also avoid anything salty, because for those of us like myself who have dry skin or you have allergy and asthma, they tell you to stay away from salty stuff because it's also usually more greasy and a little bit fattening. So a lot of times when I go and get a drink or I enjoy something, I'll either get frozen yogurt, or my go-to coffee is a latte or a cappuccino, and I do watch my caffeine intake. So now I thought I'd give out some shout out to you YouTubers who get me through my daily day on the days that I do treatment. I watch you guys on a daily basis. Some of you have responded back to my comments and questions. This is one of my favorite YouTubers that I watch. Her name is Charmanda. If you don't know who she is, go to her channel and subscribe. She is amazing. You get me through my morning routines and days when I have to deal with my health conditions. Whenever I need to use my nebulizer, you're definitely there when I watch you as I'm doing my treatments. The next one is Simon and Martina. Simon and Martina, you opened up some Martina about your depression and all that stuff that you go through. I hear you have EDS, which is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So sorry you go through this, but I think you and I relate in the sense that there are days you can't vlog because of your condition. There are a lot of times I can't vlog either on my condition. So, hi Simon and Martina, it's so nice to meet you guys. I can't wait to maybe meet you guys in person and share with you my experiences and learn from you. So you guys are amazing YouTube vloggers. This one is Taylor. I heart you, Taylor. I love you, Taylor. Thank you so much for being a part of my life. I watch you whenever I'm down or not feeling great or I'm going through my treatment. So thank you so much. Oh my God. I have to say this is like the best favorite channel I ever found. I love all YouTubers, but this one is definitely my fave. You guys are the Frey Life. This is Mary and Peter, everybody. Hi, Mary and Peter. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my family. I welcome you guys. Hopefully soon I'll order something from your channel. You talk about your daily struggles with lungs issues. I have allergic asthma, so I kind of a little bit know what you're going through in a different format. Hi, Kim Dow. Nice to meet you. This is Kim Dow vlog. I watch her. She's amazing. She's from Australia, lives in Japan, does YouTube vlogs. Whenever I'm down or I'm going through my treatments, she's someone that I definitely go to. And I will show you guys my last one. I always save the best. You ever feel like you save the best for last? But this one I'm going to do it just because I just decided to do it now. This is the Dale Tribe, everybody. Hi, Dale Tribe. You are given a shout out. Thank you so much for being featured in my YouTube video. If you would like to, any of you that I did a shout out to, go please subscribe to my channel. It is never ever easy, especially when you're a YouTube video vlogger like myself, to open up to thousands and millions and trillions and billions of people out in the world about all the medical conditions I had. But thank you so much. The YouTubers that I gave a shout out in my video, the ones that gave me the biggest inspiration, I want to talk about it today. I did get all teared up and I didn't want to put it in my video vlog. Something else I'm going to briefly mention. When I was growing up as a kid, because of all the things I was going through and being different, I was bullied. Thankfully, I overcame it. So my encouragement is, if you're going through a rough time in your life or all the things, other than video vlogging and sharing it with other people and making you feel better, try to have the most best support team. I have my husband, shout out to him, the best mom and sister and friend I can have in my life, my dad, my grandparents, my close friend. My dog is there for me when I'm down, my brother, my brother-in-law, my in-laws, which are my parents-in-law. I have a wonderful, amazing mother-in-law. I love everyone on my support team. Whenever I'm down, my husband allows me to cry, and it's normal because it's us women, especially when, I'm going through a rough time crying for a baby and all my conditions and sometimes feeling out of balance. This is something that I go through. There are times I get mad and frustrated, and then this is where my husband says, don't pick up the camera, don't vlog today. Whenever you're feeling better, you can do it again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. My little icon that has a little picture of me with my sunglasses at the beach. So I'm a beach girl, everybody. Something you didn't know about me, you just learned. Or you can click on my name and find me that way. And if you have any questions or comments, please comment or leave it in the box below. Here's my question that I want to ask you guys. What is something medically or anything that you have gone through your life, and how have you overcome it? So please leave that response in the box below. I'll see you guys when I see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.